So wait, you were talking about fee and dividend. But I was curious about cap and trade,
Yeah,
which is more prevalent now. Cap and trade is happening, but there's a secondary market going on.
yeah. The problem with, in my opinion, about cap and trade is that if you don't set the cap in the proper place, then the industry can kind of still do what they're doing without hitting that cap. Then, if they set the cap in a place that will prevent them from growing and polluting more, then they can buy offsets to offset that point that they go beyond their cap. And the problem is that there's, with offsets, it's really hard to verify. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of
It's
room
fiddling
for,
with the market. It's
yeah.
cheat. You can get around it.
You can, and that's why I really like cap or fee and dividend, is because it's really direct and transparent,
Yeah,
and there's less point sources to worry about because you're going right at the source.
yeah,
So your mine well or port of entry,
yeah,
and by doing that, you're really you're preventing shenaniganism from
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
I really think that's what we need to be doing, and we have to be accountable for the pollution that we're creating.
Right.
It's the only way we're going to reduce it is if there's a cost associated with the pollution that's developed through, our use of fossil fuels. And right now,
And like you
we're
say,
paying
right at the source, which
Yeah.
is cool because there's nobody in the middleman that's going to make money on that.
right. This is
There's no escapism. There's no funny business. It's going to be paid right.
yeah, and I'm a carpenter by trade, right? And to me, it makes so much sense to do this.
Yeah.
That's what has really propelled me along this road, is that this makes sense. And like we were talking earlier about, American ingenuity. I mean,
Right.
our country is amazing.
It is amazing,
And-
and we can
and-
reinvent. We don't have to stay with fossil fuels. And like you were saying earlier, the message you want to get through to sort of the fossil fuel people who don't really see the big picture, perhaps, is that we've all gotten to this point. Let's work our way forward. America can create renewable energy, can create less carbon polluting industry, and we can eventually create that technology, then sell it around the world. They make more money. Their kids can still go to Walmart, and
Right.
our world is
Yeah.
better off.
We have to be really appreciative of all the fossil fuel industry that we've had to this point, because we wouldn't have what we have now as a country if it wasn't for our use of that fuel
Right.
and the people who provided it for us.
Right.
And it is hard to think, if I had a family that was involved in this industry for generations, I'd be totally bummed about it.
Right.
But the bottom line is, we have to look farther down the road,
Yeah.
and we need to be thinking about how are our grandchildren going to deal with
Yeah.
this situation, and there are families out there that, I'd love to be helping, trying to encourage people to move beyond, being held to this industry, because it's not going to last anyway.
Yeah.
And so let's get a jump on it,
Yeah.
because if we don't, then we're going to be so busy dealing with challenges created by climate change,
Right.
we won't be able to actually adapt and make changes that we need to.
Yeah.